the State Home Department has directed government officials who are members of groups on social media platforms such as Facebook and WhatsApp and other chat groups engaged in furthering separatist, anti-national and divisive agendas to exit from such groups. Well, the directive to abstain from divisive social media groups has been issued at a time when the Hill Valley divide is said to be widening in the state in the wake of the ADC bill row. The Manipur government has directed its employees to leave such social media groups by 6 p.m. of August 12th, that is tomorrow. Well, in an office memorandum, Special Secretary Home Gyan Prakasha warned of appropriate disciplinary action against those found not abiding by the directive. It may be mentioned that the directive cited information about many government officials, including senior officers, being members of these groups inadvertently or by choice, thereby participating directly or indirectly in the furtherance of separatist anti-national agenda. All right, to know more, we are being joined live with our news editor Nabarun Goswami from the newsroom. So, Nabarun, big decision by the Manipur state government. Well, the state government has directed all the government officials, they want employees to quit anti-state social media groups by tomorrow by 6 p.m. Nabarun.
Yes, a big move this, Priya, by the Manipur Home Department, by the Manipur government, and it comes in the wake of the recent row, the recent protests surrounding the ADC bill in Manipur, ADC bill 2021. First of all, let's have a look at what this memorandum, this office memorandum from the Manipur Home Department says. Let me very quickly take you through some of the points. It says it has been noticed that many formal and informal groups on social media platforms such as Facebook, WhatsApp and other chat groups are engaged in furthering separatist, anti-national, anti-state, anti-social, communal and divisive agendas which cause disturbance in existing peaceful social harmony in the state. In order to spread and push their respective agenda, these groups indulge in spreading false information, hate speeches, videos and also share information which are not to be in public domain. Very importantly, the memorandum says information has been received that many government officials, including many senior officers, are members of these groups inadvertently or by choice, thereby participating directly or indirectly in the furtherance of the agenda that these groups are out to promote. So, it has also been noticed that some government employees are also contributing, sharing and commenting on blogging and microblogging sites in a manner which is unbecoming of them, which is unbecoming of a government employee. So, participation of government officials in such groups may be constituted as per the relevant laws, and within 48 hours, that is by tomorrow 6 p.m. August 12th, the government officials have been asked to quit, to exit these groups. Very importantly, Priya, if you have noticed, yesterday also during the Har Ghar Tiranga campaign distribution of tricolors, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh in his speech had urged upon government employees to work for the state, not to indulge in any sort of anti-state activities, not to conspire with groups which are out to divide the state. Well, this comes again in the wake of the ADC bill row, which is said to have widening the divide further between the hill and the valley. We have seen cases of arson that had taken place, 3 to 4 vehicles burnt, some in the valley, some in the hills, and well, at that point in time, internet had to be suspended because some groups, some social media groups, some chat groups had become very active, forcing the government to suspend the internet services for 5 days. Of course, later on the agitation was called off, the economic blockade temporarily suspended by the ATSUM last evening. So things are almost back to normal now, but definitely it has once again brought the debate over the Hill Valley divide back to the fore once again. If we have Sharat Chandra our
Yes, Nabarun,
correspondent.
we have Sharat Chandra with us.
Yeah. Sharat, what do you think is the primary reason for this stern directive to the government employees? Sharat.
Well, Nabarun, you see, from the last many days, the Manipur State Police Cybercrime the cell is very actively keeping vigil into such activities. And yes, it's a matter of great concern in case the government employee, the government officer and senior officials, including senior officials, are indulging in furthering the anti-social activities in social media like Facebook, this WhatsApp and other setting these activities. One should any of the government employee, any of the government employees should abide by the oath of office, and it's very simple that the government employees during their tenure as a government employee cannot take part in any kind of political activities. Once they retirement or somebody applied for a voluntary retirement, only after that they can take part in the political campaign and all these things. But during their employee tenure as a government office, as in the government offices, they cannot take part. And such things, this office of this oath of office should follow by any of the government employees. This is number one. And then yes, Manipur police this cybercrime cell is very active nowadays, and due to their strict vigil, they could have found many such activities. That is why the this Special Secretary Home Gyan Prakash he came to notice and given on notice that this government officials, senior officials, in case they indulge in furthering any kind of activities like anti-social, anti-state, anti-nation, then they should be exit from such a group till they have given the 48 hours. That is 12 August 6 p.m. This is the given time from the Home Department side, Nabarun.
Sharat, if you can hear me, after this move, can we also expect a crackdown on some of these groups, some of these social media groups, be it on Facebook, be it on WhatsApp? Can we also expect, as the government definitely has identified some of the groups, and can we expect a crackdown?
Yeah, Nabarun, I have already mentioned that this Home Department could have enough evidence that many this government officials, senior officials are indulging in such activities. So only after that they have given out the notice, and in case they are giving the time, the government, the Home Department is giving those individuals taking part in such activities. They are given this enough time, 48 hours, that 12 August 6 p.m. So in case what I want to say, I want to indicate is, Nabarun, in case they not exist in the given time, then this government
which
can
is understandable.
Such
which is understandable,
such government employees, Nabarun.
Which is understandable. What I am saying, will the government act on those groups, the social media groups that we are talking about? Some of the groups pages must have been identified. Does the Home Department also plan a crackdown on those social media groups? Do you have any inputs regarding that?
Yes, I do have input that yes, they are giving time, that is 12 August 6 p.m. And once those officers, those government employees, if they do not exit from the group till the given time, then the action will be taken up, Nabarun.